So I don't blame you if you haven't heard about this at all because you're probably a normal person that, I don't know, doesn't regularly follow Netflix comedy specials. But I do that, so I'm talking about this. So this comedy special was written and performed by a pretty small comedian. Her name is Ellen DeGeneres. She doesn't have many followers, like not a lot of people know about her, know who she is. But she is pretty talented because not only is this comedy special pretty funny and enjoyable, but it also has a nice, friendly, positive message in typical Ellen fashion. But I honestly wasn't sure if this comedy special was going to be that good because while Ellen does have a talk show, which may come as a shock because, as I previously established, she is a pretty small comedian. But she has a show, so, she has experience with crowds and being generally enjoyable. But she hasn't done stand-up in like 15 years, so I thought maybe she'd be a little rusty, Maybe some of the jokes won't be delivered well, something like that. Maybe some of the jokes actually aren't good, which I thought was less likely. But there were no problems. The special was really enjoyable. I liked it a lot, okay? No problems at all. But the special is called Relatable. And it's called Relatable because Ellen is kind of rich, kind of famous, and kind of successful. But she can still relate to other people because everyone is similar in some, a lot of ways. But she talks about a bunch of stuff in the special, like a bunch of stuff, like everything from coming out to waiters and waitresses at restaurants insisting had to breathe, that they can just remember your order and not have to write it down. Just to give you an example of how broad the subject matter is in this special. But she also makes a lot of jokes about being rich. They're not condescending, but they happen right after she talks about being relatable. So timing. It's funny, yeah. And at the beginning of the video, I said there was a positive message in this special, but there's actually probably two. Well, there's probably 400 because, Ellen's pretty good at not being a horrible person, and, she's all about being kind and other adjectives that describe the exact opposite of me. I can kind of be a douche a lot of the time. I don't know if you've noticed, but the two main messages I picked up that I picked up on in this special were that everyone is similar in some way, more ways than most people realize, and the other is to be yourself and choose your own path. Those two kind of conflict with each other depending on how you look at it, but they are both pretty positive message? It's two, plural, messages. I think we can all agree on that, okay? And then the last thing I wanted to talk about, relating to this special, is an interesting creative choice, okay? Now, I don't know who made it. I don't know who made this creative choice, okay? But I found it strange. So the special is actually 2 episodes. So right off the bat, you're probably thinking, oh, so there's, 2 different shows. No. The first episode is the actual, hour-long comedy show, okay? But then the second episode is titled Ask Ellen, and it's only 10 minutes long. And in the second episode, Ellen comes back to the stage after the show and answers some questions from the audience. Now listen, it's not like it's inconvenient for me. It autoplays, but can it not just be 1 episode? I find it just weird. Is anyone I don't like the lack of organization and order here. Let's separate the Q&A from the rest of the show. I don't know, okay? I just thought it was odd, but it's fine. The show is pretty funny. Go watch it. It doesn't even really matter if you're a fan of Ellen or if you've never even seen her show before. It's just funny, okay? So, go watch it. It's good. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. If you didn't, make sure to leave a dislike, jump off a bridge, whatever suits you. My name's Whitefire, and I'll see you on the flip side.